Hey everyone, meteorologist Alden German here in the WHAS 11 Weather Center. Oaks is tomorrow and Derby, of course, is coming up the day after that on the first Saturday in May. We've been talking about the forecast for the last several days and the possibility of any rain that we could see. There's been a lot of attention on it, but we have good news. The forecast has trended significantly drier and it's even warmed up just a little bit as well. So if you do have plans to head out to the track tomorrow or Saturday, things are looking quite pleasant. So let's get into that forecast. First, as we look at Oaks, 74 degrees. We've increased that temperature by about 5 or so degrees. I do believe will be mostly cloudy. I've also taken out the rain chance for Friday, but with mostly cloudy to overcast skies, I wouldn't be surprised if there's maybe a couple of sprinkles, but otherwise things are looking pretty good for us. We'll have a nice little breeze out the southeast at about 10 miles per hour. For Saturday, Derby itself will start off on the mostly cloudy to overcast side, but clouds are going to try to break up a little bit as we head into the late afternoon and evening hours. So any extra sunshine could let us overachieve just a little bit. But for right now, I'm going with a high of 75 degrees, which is pretty typical for early May at the moment. Breaking down that Oaks forecast just a little bit more, southerly winds 5 to 10, southeast around 10 miles per hour. Oaks Post is at 551. Will probably be around that 74-degree mark once the main race takes off. Let's break down Futurecast and then we'll go through some Oaks and Derby weather history. Here's a look at Futurecast now as we head into our Friday morning. We're starting off with some of that cloud cover, but as we head into the late morning hours, we'll try to see a little bit of sunshine. Any sunshine we see is going to be pretty critical as that would let our temperatures overachieve. Now, Futurecast is running a little bit on the warm side for tomorrow. I think we'll have those clouds stick around enough that we rather stay in the lower 70s at that 74 degrees that I mentioned. But again, sunshine could let us be warmer, but I don't really think anybody will complain about that. As we head into Saturday morning, notice how there are a couple of showers well to the south of Metro Louisville. That's where any rain, if it does occur, is likely going to be staying along and south of the parkways. Pretty decent start to the morning as you head out to the track and the first race gets underway. Temperatures will be near 70 degrees. We'll probably have some clouds on the horizon, but that rain still expected to stay to our southwest. And then as we get ready for the Kentucky Derby, the 149th edition of it, around 6:30, the post is at 6:57 p.m. We'll see those temperatures climbing into the middle 70s across the area, and then we are expecting a fairly pleasant night heading into early Sunday morning. But by Sunday afternoon, that's when we could start to see some more showers. So here's a look at some historical Oaks weather. The coldest Kentucky Oaks ever was all the way back in 1894 when we only had a high temperature of 44 degrees. The winner that year was Salika. Now the warmest Oaks, 1949, 94 degrees. Wistful won that one. She didn't mind the heat. And the wettest Oaks ever took place on May 6, 1961. We had just under an inch and a half of rainfall, and My Portrait was the winner that year. Overall, 52% of Oaks have had rain. So over half of those Kentucky Oaks have had some form of rainfall, including last year. As for the Kentucky Derby, well, the coldest was 47 degrees, a tied record in 35 and 57. Omaha won in 1935, and Iron Liege won in 1957. The wettest Derby ever was only a couple of years ago, 2018. Over 3 inches of rainfall fell, and of course, Triple Crown winner Justify won that first leg of the Triple Crown with the Kentucky Derby. And kind of like Oaks, almost half of the Derbies have had rainfall. So just a little bit of history for you there and the winners. But thankfully this year things are looking dry and track conditions should be fast for both Oaks and Derby. So thanks for watching. That's your forecast. I do recommend that you still maybe wear some sunscreen. The UV index will be on the moderate side, and if we end up turning sunnier, especially in the afternoon hours, that extra sunshine could maybe get you a little bit sunburned, but otherwise I don't think we'll have too many problems on that. As always, you can follow the First Alert Storm Team on Facebook and Twitter. Myself, Chief Meteorologist Ben Pine, Colleen Peterson, Sam Gabrielli, Christina San Juan, Reed Yaden, and Matt Rudkin. Those are our Facebooks and our Twitter handles. So thanks for watching, guys. Bet responsibly if you're going out to the track, and drink responsibly, but have fun.